everyone, Matt here with Home Farm Ideas, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys what I feed my fish. Okay, so if I'm truly wanting to grow organically, everything that goes into any of my systems, any of my soil, anything like that, I have to have organic. Okay, and so one of the things that I ran into with Aquaponics is finding a source, a steady source that was aquaponic, well, I'm already saying the name of it, that was organic. Okay, so fish feed that was organic, because that's one of the things that you add to aquaponic systems is fish feed, obviously. And so I basically have fish, and I wanted to make sure I was getting nutrients that was organic, so I found a fish feed. And I know a lot of you guys already use it in the aquaponic world, but for those of you that don't, Aquaponic Source is definitely a place to get your fish feed. So, and my fish totally love it. So, and I have guppies. They only sell certain size, you know, like pebbles, or not pebbles, certain size, you know, fish pellets. And they're kind of large, but the cool thing about them is that they're really easy to crush. And so you can easily turn them into powder and feed smaller fish in your system. And if you have babies in your system, you can feed those smaller size pellets just by crushing the pellets, right? So anyways, I wanted to show you guys the fish and their reaction to the fish feed, and then also just talk a little bit about it. Organic, you know, you're trying to add organic to your system. And so if you guys want to pick up this fish feed, I'm going to put a link in the description below, or it'll pop up on the video if you're not on your cell phone somewhere. So it might be at the end of the video or whatever. So please watch the whole video, give us a thumbs up, and let's get into it. All right, so this is my fish tank, and let me step back from it a little bit so you guys can kind of get the size of it. That's the fish feed. I got a big bag of it. But anyways, the fish, part of the fish are in here, and then some of them are in the sump tank, and then some of them are in this little bed that I have that I'll show you here in a minute. But basically all my goldfish are in here. And these all most of them started off as feeder goldfish. They're shy right now. Come on babies. They're all probably about 3 inches long, and then I got Smokey right here. Right, Smokey and the Bandit, and as you can tell, they're hungry. It's late in the day. I just got home from church, and I want to feed them. So I'll feed them here in a minute. So, but I wanted to show you guys the fish feed, and then I'll try to get some underwater video. And all that, so let's go ahead and check it out. But yeah, I love these two fish right here, Smokey and the Bandit. I hand feed them, so that's why they're so friendly to me. So let's go ahead and check out the fish feed. So obviously I got plenty of it. Which, by the way, thank you Aquaponics Source for sending this to me. I know it's been a while since I've showed this, but I hadn't opened it nor needed it until now. So let me see if I can get this bag open quickly or not. So yeah, anyway, Happy New Year, you guys. I'm just so glad that we're under another new year and God has blessed us. And and I'm looking forward to this year so much too. So I'm hoping that with doing the work that I've been doing at my shop, because you guys all know this is just a hobby for me, I don't do this for business, but I'm hoping that the work I've been putting in at my shop, my street sweeping company, is going to come in. It's going to really help me this year to get more of my hobby going, you know, because I really like doing this. Let me adjust the camera here. I really like doing the videos, and I like talking with you guys. So what I'm showing you here is basically, I'm taking the label off this thing because this is not actually what's going to be, it's not actually what's going to be inside this tube. So basically I just take some food out of here and I put it in here, and this cap actually gives me the right amount for my fish. You know, the more fish you have, obviously, and the bigger the fish, the more feed you're going to feed them. But basically all I do is I just scoop it out of here. So I'll do that in a second, but I wanted to show you guys this food kind of up close more, and just kind of show you what I was talking about with the like if you have, so those are, I mean, those are pretty good sized pellets. My fish can all take them in. I think like 1 or 2 can't, but they find a way. So these pellets, I mean, it smells really good too. So there's lots of protein in this though. You know what, I actually, this being that I'm not a super professional YouTuber, but there's actually some pretty good stuff in this. So there is crude protein, which is it's 34% protein, and then crude fat, crude fiber. There's also calcium, which is really important in aquaponics systems, and also phosphorus. Calcium's more of a secondary fertilizer that the plants use, so it's not super important, but phosphorus is pretty important. I think it's for seeds, like flower germination, or flowers basically production and all that stuff. So but anyways, there's those things that's already in the fish feed, and so if you don't have those things in your system, you're gonna have to add them anyways. So the fish feed actually comes in handy for that. Now you do have to add like chelated iron and you know, trace elements, you know, like you know, calcium is one of the things that you do have to add over time. But anyways, this actually is going to help with that process, because you're going to have stuff in the feed that's actually going to add to the water to give all the water the necessary nutrients for your plants and for optimal growth. Okay, and so anyways, I do have guppies, and I'll show you how to feed the guppies in a minute, but I just want to show you how I do this. This is how easy it is, okay? So let's say you have guppies or small fry. I'm barely going to squeeze it, and see, it just turns to powder, and then you just kind of go like that. Let me see if I can get this on camera here. Let me put a little pile here. See? And that, all the fish in your system can eat it. You don't have to have pellets that small. You can just crush them, like I said. Crush them, and then kind of roll them in your fingers. Some are a little harder than others, but generally speaking, they always crush really good for me. So, yeah. So let me go ahead and cap this off, or fill this up. That way I can bring the bag inside. And I'm gonna get a container here pretty soon that I can actually put all that in with a lid, and that should be good. So let's feed the fish. And I'm gonna feed my guppies, and I'm also gonna feed my goldfish. I am sorry about the glare, but it is what it is. So let me grab a couple pellets here and try to get the guppies in the shot. So I just, like I said, I just crush it and just drop some in there, and they just go to town. Let me see if I can get another one here. Of course, they're eating off the shot, so. See? They're all happy. Stop, kitty. Stop it. Stop it. So anyway, my cat needs attention right now, of course, while I'm doing the video. And then I just throw a couple of these pellets in here, actually, because there's big snails in here, so I throw probably like 5 pellets. And one more should do it. And then I do the other side too, so sorry about the camera work again, but you'll get used to it. Alright, so let's see if I can do this. They're like, what is that? Alright, so this is a 2-sided tank, and I'll show you guys the full tank in a second here. I'm just trying to feed the guppies. Now that is fish manure on the bottom there that I can deal with, but I deal with a lot less of it due to the fact that I built a particulate filter to get most of the particulates out. This actually built up over like 4 months, so that's not a lot for 4 months. And then I'm going to throw a few of these in here as well, and then I'll zoom out here so you guys can see. I have 2 different kinds of snails too. So this is one side of it. Here, let me come back here and give you guys kind of the full view. There's an outlet pipe right here. Sorry about the sunlight. There's an inlet here. Okay, so the water comes down into there. And then if we look kind of down in the water here, you'll see, adjust the camera here, you'll see we have the ram's horn down here, and these are actually pretty big for ram's horns because they're living out here in this system, and they've gotten really big. And there's eggs all over in here too, which means I'm gonna have ram horn everywhere. But on this pipe, you can see that's the drain pipe right there. And there's fish down inside my sump tank, so I'm not really too worried about it draining. But see all those? Those are all ram's horn eggs. And that's not just it. There's way more too. There's in this pipe here, all the way through this pipe. This is called a U siphon. They're just all over in there too. And then I have a little screen, and I showed on one of my other videos because I didn't want these snails coming through. These are actually apple snails, but they're giant. I mean, they get huge. This thing's not even a few months old, and it's already big. But this is wintertime for me, and it's colder, so anyways, so yeah, I grow these, and then I grow these over here, the ram's horn. I sell the ram's horn. I don't sell these anymore. So I'm keeping them so that I can keep them for tanks and stuff that I'm gonna have to actually clean out any hair algae, because they eat hair algae like it's spaghetti. So anyways, feeding those fish, and then let's head over to this tank. All right, then we have the goldfish, and as soon as they see this red cap, they should come up and they should be like, oh yeah. So you know, I usually try to hand feed my big girls because I want them to kind of get used to me, but it's kind of hard to see on camera. So you know what, I'll just avoid that today, and I'll just feed them, see how they do. So as you can see, they love it. So it's one thing to have organic fish feed, but it's another thing to have actually organic fish feed that the fish actually enjoy. So with that said, I definitely give the Aquaponics source, I give them a thumbs up on their fish feed, because this stuff is just, it's really good. It's called Aqua Organic. So, and yeah, my fish love it, and it grows some good plants too. I'll show you that here in a second as well, but it grows some good plants, and my fish are all happy. Everybody's happy. I do got to add some chelated iron to this today, and some seaweed extract, but yeah, I'm having fun. So I really love aquaponics. It's just something that I'm really enjoying. So so anyway, let's check out the garden. There is one other thing on this end here, down there. I have a shower head end on that, and I wanted to show you guys something, because this might happen to you basically. So the fish feed, it's fine and all, okay? But what ends up happening is that the fish turds, they start to build up on this sometimes when your fish get bigger. So I just wanted you guys to be aware of that. When your fish start getting bigger, obviously they produce bigger turds, which means that grate is going to get clogged. So I'm going to have to figure out something else to make sure that I'm not getting that thing clogged, because that's all I need is for this thing to overflow. So let's go ahead and let's check out the Veggie Patch in the wintertime here. I still got strawberries growing. New flowers coming in still. My carrots are growing. These are not really taking off. This is celery. They're not taking off just yet, but I think I screwed up when I first planted them. But the carrots are definitely growing really good. I got 3 different kinds of carrots. I'm actually growing succulents in here, which is kind of weird because it's a desert style plant, or a cactus. Then these are purple because these are the carrot type. It has that. More succulents here, right? Who knew you can grow succulents with it? I had no idea. I do have a little bit of a deficiency because if you look here, this is my cilantro, and the leaves are purpling a little bit. And then also another way you can tell is the stalks. See, the stalks are turning purple a little. Not really a huge deal, but definitely something you want to address. So these are leeks. So yes, I have a leek in my system. I got some shallots back there and shallots over here, and everything is growing pretty good. I still got to get these going. I gotta have time. So anyways, my cat wants to steal the show, obviously. So God bless you guys. Click on any of these buttons here. Check out our please subscribe to up here somewhere, and check out our other YouTube channels on our network button over there. So God bless you guys, like always, and yeah, peace. Bye, you guys.